Hi everyone, my name is Reagan Weiss on behalf of Fish Window Cleaning, and I am excited today to have Kim Lowe with us, one of our franchisees, and I will tell you, she is nothing but phenomenal. We are here in the Tampa Bay area. We're going to be interviewing her today and see why she is such a successful franchisee in Tampa Bay. And I will tell you from a first experience, I have seen it. I live in this community. She is a big part of this community. She has put her foot down. She has cornerstone. She's become a cornerstone of the community. And that's why she's so successful, in my opinion. You're at every event. You're eager to step up when there's marketing opportunities and different business opportunities and collaboration opportunities as well. So thank you for being here today.
Absolutely.
So I said a little bit, so you kind of tell me about why did you choose the franchise of Fish?
I chose Fish. They have a very basic model, franchise model, and they provide tremendous support. The franchisor is just fabulous. When I left corporate America, I had been in there for over 40 years.
Wow.
I said I always wanted to own a business. So I went to a franchise broker, and he presented multiple opportunities to me, and truly, window cleaning, I put right at the bottom of the stack. I'm like, window cleaning? Who wants to do window cleaning? But Fish ticked off a lot of the requirements for me, right? I wanted something that wasn't terribly complex. I wanted something that I was getting support in. I wanted something that made people happy, that got me in the community, that allowed me to have employees and treat the employees the way I think they should be treated. So that is why I chose Fish. Another reason, I didn't think Amazon was going to be doing window cleaning anytime soon. So I had to think about that as well.
One of the conversations that we had off camera, which I was excited about, is about first impressions. And pride of ownership is everything. We've talked about that before. The way a person treats their business, their car, their vehicle, when they walk into a business, and what you see means a lot because it reflects, especially when your clientele comes in and they see if it's being upheld or not. And you do it at a really high standard. So one of the first things they see is your storefront, your window fronts. How are you keeping it clean? And I really love the fact that you brought that out, not just here locally, I think locally for Tampa Bay. So yes, you're based out of the Newport Richey area, but I think you've instilled that in businesses all throughout Tampa Bay where it's a pride of ownership thing and you need to take care of your business. You want to talk on that?
Well, it's very true, right? First impressions are lasting impressions. And when you even think about yourself going out to dinner and you walk up to a restaurant and the windows are smeared, they just don't look good. You go to your doctor's office or your dentist's office and you're sitting in the dentist chair and you see algae growing on the windows. It doesn't really instill a lot of confidence in you as they're working on your teeth. So it is critically important. And for me, delivering that service to those business owners, it's got to be right? It has to be right. We are not perfect, but we are very good at what we do. Very good at what we do.
You definitely are. Another aspect of what I like is that you're not just about Kim Lowe Fish Window Cleaning. You are about bringing your expertise in business from your past. And you can simply just sit there and talk about fish window cleaning, and we get that. But what you do is you're willing to talk to people and give them your experiences of your past businesses to help grow other companies. And that is, guys, if you think about that in corporate level, you guys really need to think about that. Here you are helping out other community members, building up other community members, and you're showing them what kind of where you made mistakes along the way to enhance their business, and you're collaborating with them on a different level, collaborating with businesses and marketing. So if you want to talk on that.
Yes, so I think the greatest part, right, I said one of the reasons I chose Fish is because it allows me to treat my staff and employees the way I think they should be treated. Something that I developed some pretty savvy leadership skills throughout my time in corporate America. And I've learned that I'm able to take a step back as I watch some people in their business and then offer some options, alternatives. Did you think about this or think about that? And not in a, here, I'm going to tell you how to do things way,
Right.
but in a way to help them be successful. I also have other small businesses, they call me. I've had people come into my office and here's a problem I'm having. How do you think we should work with that? And honestly, it's something I never thought I would be doing, but it gives me great pleasure.
That's
I
awesome.
love it. I love it.
That's awesome. Another thing that I've noticed and recognized in the Tampa Bay area is your pride of ownership in your vehicles.
Oh.
So every time I see a fish window cleaning vehicle on the road, the tires are dressed, the wrap is looking perfect, the colors are on point. And I even know we've had a private conversation to where you had a vehicle actually wrapped and you were so uncomfortable because the colors were off in your opinion, right? And it wasn't within your tolerance.
It wasn't on brand.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the vendor. You know, we've had the wrap removed.
Right.
We'll get another one put on.
Right.
But that speaks to that company
That
standing
also
behind their
speaks,
work.
and that's great for them that they did that, but it also speaks on who you are
Yeah.
as an individual. If it's not on brand, if it's not to the fish
Yeah.
window standard, you're done. And quite frankly, it becomes your standard. And I know there's SOPs in place and, you know, for your process and protocols for fish window cleaning, but your own pride of ownership, your own SOPs of this is the standard, this is the Kim Lowe fish standard, and this is the way
Yes.
things are going to be run.
And my employees know that as well.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I drive them just a little bit wonky because, oh, your hat's dirty, or
Right.
you've got a stain on that shirt, go get a new one. Make sure your shoes are the way they should be. And to your point with the cars, we're always fussing about making sure they're clean. We are a cleaning company.
Correct.
And the environment that you work in as an employee needs to be clean,
100%.
right? What image, what thoughts is an employee going to have if they come into an office or a vehicle that's dirty and messy? Why should they care what they do for customers?
We live, and respectfully, but we just live in a judgmental world. We're not going to deviate from that. That's never going to happen. First appearances are truly everything. So if your staff is looking slovenly, not tucked in shirts or messy shirts, you're right. It's going to reflect poorly
Yes.
on the brand and reflect poorly on the company and the community. So
Yeah.
good for you and hats off for that. So another thing that I heard about your company, which I think is absolutely phenomenal, you've taken, I don't want to say a back step to technology, because technology is fantastic.
Yes.
It's a phenomenal way for us to communicate, make video, and talk to our
Yes.
clientele on social media. But when it comes to talking to your staff, you are eyeball to eyeball, and that's the term that you use, and I think that's phenomenal. When you're talking to your staff, you're having staff meetings, you want them to hear your inflection of voice, you want them to see your eye contact, and you want them to know that you mean business, and that's how you communicate. You are still having in-house meetings. Talk about that.
Yes, so we do regular safety meetings with our staff, but every morning the staff comes in, they have their work set up. We talk about, first thing is, how'd your evening go?
Right.
What do you got going on today?
Right.
Any concerns that you have? And have a great day, right?
Right.
So I always want them to leave on a positive, happy note. But I also want to talk a little bit about not only communication with our staff, and that's critically important,
Of course.
but communication with our customers and clients, particularly for residential homeowners. They ask me, well, can't you just Google my house and tell me how
Right.
much it'll be to clean my windows? And I just won't do that because I need to see the condition of the windows. I need to make sure I have the right staff with the right equipment going out there to take care of that client, and it allows me to have conversation with them. It's about that relationship and doing the right thing for the client and the employees.
Yeah, that's smart, and probably a lesson to all fish operators everywhere, that you never go blindly into anything.
No.
There could be construction that transpired, and there's
Yes.
extra sawdust, or paint spills, or
Yes.
paint drippings, or
Yes.
whatever the case is. So paint overspray is
Well,
that's
and the other
fantastic.
thing it allows me to do, Reagan, is set expectations with a client, right? They may think that this 40-year-old window that's been pounded on by the sand and never cleaned is going to look like brand new. But it gives me the opportunity to share We can make it better.
Right.
We're not going to make it perfect.
I love that. Legacy. Okay, we talked about legacy, but what's really important, what impresses me, is that your daughter is here with you today. You know, she is an individual just like you that takes pride of ownership, and you're going to be passing on that legacy. But truly, really quickly, how important is it that the things that you've instilled in life in her, that you see that transpire over into the next generation?
Oh, wow. It's about work ethic. Yeah. It's about being kind. It's about doing the right thing. And that is exactly what she embodies. Yeah. And I have no doubt she will continue to do that, serve our community and serve our clients well.
Awesome. All right, franchisees, you heard it from Kim Lowe herself. This is how you build legacy, this is how you build pride of ownership, and this is how you build community. It's building the brand the right way with Fish Window Cleaning. All right, everyone, we are back, and we are with another Lowe, Miss Katie Lowe, Fish Window Cleaning, Kim's daughter. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we see the pride of ownership, we see the legacy. We talked about that with your mom and how it's been instilled into you and how you're going to carry on that legacy. How are you going to carry on that legacy?
I think for me, it's watching how she deals with the customers, and the employees, and putting our employees first, understanding if we don't have a good solid base with our employees, we can't serve our customers. And so knowing that keeping our employees happy and in an environment where they want to come to work and want to work for us, that then we can go and serve our community.
You know, one of the things that your mother said, which I thought was really important to me, was the eyeball conversations and having conversations in person. And I might touch a little bit on this. Kim might get a little upset, but is she that same person? Is she that same person with you that she is with her staff? Is there a little bit more of a tougher facade, if you will, with the employees, or is she consistent throughout?
No, she's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of know what she's gonna say a lot. So, you know, I'm a rule follower, so I don't necessarily have to have a ton of tough conversations with her that often. Where I think I'm learning the most from her is she was in corporate for 40 years. I never got to see these leadership skills. She was always mom. So now to be able to see, I get to see Kim Lowe, the leader, has been very interesting. But no, she'll put me in my place, especially if I start to get really frustrated with something an employee or customer is doing. She's like, just calm down. You're good. It's fine. We'll take care of it. But no, she's pretty even keeled, but awesome. With everybody.
That's fantastic. So what would your position be within the company? Is it like understudy to mom, or how does it work?
So technically considered franchisee, co-franchisee with Kim.
Okay.
My role day to day, I'm kind of part-time day to day, but I'm still heavily involved in our routing with our employees. So who goes where, what they do. Right. A lot of the logistics, the big calendar of making sure we're getting everything we need, dealing with the operational pieces of, getting all of our work orders to whom needs to go, franchise or third-party vendors. So I do a lot more kind of behind the scenes computer. She's more talking to everybody, mostly because I may not be available at work to do those things.
Right. So a lot of accountability, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, which is important because without that, nothing happens.
Yeah, right? Yeah. If I were to do routing and our employees are going from Wesley Chapel all the way to Tarpon Springs, in the same day, they might not be pleased with me.
And that is so important. I can't tell you how many businesses and franchises that I've seen fail because of that, because of inappropriate routing, just not functioning properly, not following an SOP properly. And I've seen businesses from contracting to HVAC to window cleaning just shut down because they're spending an exorbitant amount of money in fuel, not doing the right thing. So that's pretty important.
And that keeps our employees happier.
It does keep your employees happy. Let me ask you, what is the camaraderie of the company? Is there functions? Is there outings? Do you do things together?
We do. We try and at least every quarter do something fun, whether that's an escape room. We've been to Pop Stroke, bowling is our next, I think, outing that's scheduled. But also things like our Christmas party where the families get to come. But we try and do everything quarterly, and we do kind of do some recognition in our staff meetings as well.
Well, like you said before, and your mom said, it's how you make people feel, and they want to, they want to feel welcome. And if people want to be a part of the company, they want to be a part of the camaraderie, and they want to be a success, people are drawn to success. And when you see a fish window cleaning company vehicle driving down the road in Tampa Bay, any business owner goes, that's a company of success. I'll never forget being in Tennessee. I was on vacation, and when I see fish, I see you and your mom. Like,
oh, wow.
because that's all I know, because that's what you guys put out there. I don't know the franchisee in Tennessee,
right.
But I sure took out my phone and took a picture and sent it to Kim really quick, because that's what you see. And you've put, like I said, you've put that pride of ownership. And to me, that's obviously, we keep talking about it, reiterating it. It's one of the most important things for a company, because your appearance is everything in regards to a business. So I want to say thank you for who you are. Thank you for your mom. Mom, you raised a lovely young lady. And to all the franchisees, pay attention to this franchise, because they're doing things the right way.
And I'm not going to be humble.
Don't. Fine. Be braggadocious.
I'm going to be braggadocious.
Okay. You rolling? Yep. Okay. Get ready. Be happy. Be excited. Smile. I truly appreciate is that when... Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Let it run. Edit. Edit. Okay. Here we go. All right. Segue that. These are on point, bro. These are on point. All right. And... Okay, you see, I got it. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You rolling? Okay. It's good stuff. I didn't even refer to this. I don't even need that anymore. I'm thinking like my kid. I gotta think where I stopped. How old are you, Katie?
39.
Oh, God.
I know.
You don't look 39.
I know.
At all. Good for you.
Can you believe I have a child that's 30?
I can't. That's crazy.
Yeah, good answer.
You like my shit? I covered my shit up. I raised my eyes and everything.
Good answer.
Did you see my mannerisms? That was all fake. Yes, I can. Sorry, folks. Cut. All
right.
That's a good blooper.
Let's talk about legacy.
Okay, legacy. Okay.
Bam.
Boom. Get your. No one will top me, bro, in the corporate level. Turn this into a positive. Okay. All right. How many minutes are we rolling?
Total like 10.
All right, that's a long interview.
Yep.
Girl.
Thank you.
Nailed.